Those time wasting sons of bitches. Sons of bitches! Welcome everybody to the show as I unmute everybody's microphone quickly.
That's awesome.
You guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
That's my favorite scene in the movie when he finds out the whole thing's a scam. It's like these time wasting sons of bitches. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Pretty good.
It's Guitar Hacks night off. As you can tell, it's doing the same thing as you usually.
I should be smoking and drinking right now. What's going on?
Yeah, we thought you were going to a party, and here you are on the internet again.
God.
What happened?
Before I forget, I got my Stafford R2D2 Joe Wentz shirt today.
Nice. How long did that take? 6 months?
Yeah, I think I won it on a quiz like a month ago or something.
Yeah, I got one a few weeks ago too. Same thing. Took a while to get here.
Yeah,
you got to get it through. You got to get it through Canadian COVID Customs, the CCC.
It's got to sit in quarantine for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's got to be quarantined. Man, I heard they wouldn't let the Tampa Bay Lightning's family come up to see the Stanley Cup game, and I'm like,
Oh,
what? Really? Yeah, they wouldn't let them in the country. They're like, you Americans, we're over it. I don't know what your all problem is.
Friggin' Trudeau's an idiot. Don't get me started on
Don't
that.
get us started.
don't
You
get
know,
me started.
we're back in the yellow category here in Phoenix.
Oh, are you? Yeah, we're full on green, man. It's pedal to the metal up here in the Midwest. Yeah.
Not even close here.
So,
We're getting outbreaks. It's this new variant.
oh, the new variant.
Yeah, and we've got some of our staff and our and our patients that are contracting it, and
Uh-oh.
now symptoms have been much milder.
Is it infecting vaccinated people?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Yes.
Wow.
We're all going to be getting booster shots. It's a given.
Yeah, it's
as soon as
inevitable.
we're going to be chasing it, just like they do the flu every year. We're always chasing the flu,
Yeah.
right? The virus, it mutates, and then they have to tweak the vaccine. And the thing is the vaccines we're all taking, they're not even approved. They're still just on an emergency use basis. They've never been officially approved by the FDA here in the States or anything. So anyway, new show name, new show night. Different show. This is just going to be a hang. This isn't going to be the live wires, although there may be a live wire type bit appear occasionally. But I'm not going to put any pressure on guests or co-hosts to have to do anything on this show other than show up and have fun and talk about guitars and gear. So
We're not gonna see
obviously.
Evil?
We might see Evil, Dave and I were talking about that earlier. There's always Evil gets a lot of requests.
Yes.
Right now the Evil stunt cycle is down for repairs.
It's in the shop.
Yes, it's in the shop. But we might revisit some of the previous. We might do an Evil flashback and see maybe because really technically there's only like 5 Evil jumps. Evil's dead. He's actually he's not dead. He's hanging out with Elvis in Las Vegas.
Did you lose the girlfriend?
The big Las Vegas in the sky.
Yeah.
They rent jet skis on the big lake down by the dam. That's their new gig.
Empty right now.
Yeah, are they? Yeah, they emptying it to flood to send the water to you guys, right?
Well, it's not only that. It's just there's just no water. There's just
No
no
water.
coming
You
down.
guys need rain. It's pouring down rain. In fact, I'm getting thunderstorm right now. So if I mysteriously disappear, it's because the power went out. I do have a generator, so I'll be back. So anyway, Guitar Planet, we all kind of revolve around these guitars, right? Guitars and gear, kind of our thing, right? So that kind of made sense for a show title. And this isn't going to be a weekly show. This is going to maybe be around Guitar Hack's normal weekly schedule. So if he's doing a show, like next week, you're doing a show on Tuesday night on your channel, right, Hack?
Tuesday night, yeah, I got that all lined up today.
So next week there probably won't be a Guitar Planet, but maybe the weeks that Guitar Hack's not doing his shows will kind of fill his slot or come on an hour afterwards, which makes it a lot easier for Dave.
Slot, Bryan. Stay out of my slot.
I'm gonna get in your sloppy slot there, buddy. So
Sloppy second.
it's still daylight at Dave's house, so we have to adjust our clocks up an hour and go on at 9 p.m. so Dave can participate. Otherwise, he's barely pulling in the driveway from work.
If I'm even.
And have you even had your dinner yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So at least you got to eat. So looks like we got a lot of our buddies in the chat here. So probably ought to say hi to these folks real quick before we go on. Of course, Zach Thong was first in. When is he not first in? It's always first in, right? That's his thing. Jay Steen is with us tonight. We have Mr. Terry Himes. We have Lars Guitars. Ricky Compton in the house. Mitch Heyman moderating for us tonight, which this is good because I think all my moderators are you four guys. So, and Mitch. Let's see who else we got down the list here. We have DR Guitars is in the chat, so Six Spring Bryan, so you can tag those guys. Mr. Daniel Horsley is here tonight. Thank you, Daniel. Paul Lou, Janice Lala, thank you very much for joining us, Janice. You're always the girl out and about town, hitting all the live streams. Mr. Dale Palmer, Music Therapy Laz is with us. Dan of New Jersey as we go down. Paul Lou streams. Yep. Oh, there we got some echo. We got who else we got? Rick Hefner, Dwight Bailey, Metalhead Hippie, and Bobby Lopes, Blackjack Guitar. So gang's all here. I guess we can start the show.
Yeah.
We can start the show. So now all of us here in the last, well, I don't know about you, Bryan, maybe not the last 6 weeks, but the other 3 of us have all purchased new guitars recently. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think Dave's probably his is hottest by 24 hours, maybe over Guitar Hacks. You want to show your new fancy acoustic that you got?
Oh, you mean this?
Oh, that one that's got the dent in it.
It don't matter, man.
To drill
That's
it.
the beauty of it. It don't matter. This
Wow.
thing's old. It's beat. It's
Nice.
obviously missing finish on the back of the neck.
That's the best
Um,
way. Best
it's
best
been
kind.
it's been played. This is honest play. Somebody's just loved this thing really well, and it's just honest play. Where I mean, we got the top split right here, and that's been stabilized. We got a new bridge on here, but we've got it, and yes, ebony bridge, ebony fretboard.
I love the black binding, man.
Yeah,
It's
and you got
just so
black and white
cool.
binding. Yeah.
Oh, it's got
So,
white too.
Yeah. You can see the white there.
Yeah.
Let me blow you
And
up
then-
so we can see you a little better.
And you
Oh
got,
man, how do you do that on the new screen?
Oh, you just gotta
There
go
we go.
over. Yeah.
There it is. I found it. Used to be
Yeah.
a right click.
So you see you've got the black binding there, and then the white,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, nice.
and then you got the really thin 5-ply around the body.
Oh
hard-
wow, it's
hard to
5-ply. Oh wow, yeah, I can see it now.
see. And then same thing on the back, 5-ply. So this is a custom model,
What's that strip down the middle of the back of the guitar? What's all?
just a purfling strip.
Look at that.
Hmm.
Now, is
What-
that something they make ahead of time and lay in, or is that inlaid into the back? Is it just between the two pieces? Is it like a
Yeah.
2-piece back, and that's like the
Yeah.
spacer?
Yeah, that's to cover the if there's any sort of imperfections in the wood or whatever, they'll use that to kind of cover the joint, kind of pretty it up.
So I think what everybody wants to know, Dave, is how does that sound through your Helix?
Guys, it is straight acoustic. It is
What
not
the-
going through the Helix. This is just a bare bones acoustic cannon.
I just noticed there on the bottom of the guitar that little fancy
Got the
V-shaped.
wedge there.
Yeah. Wow.
Cool.
That thing's top. That thing's badass, man.
Yeah, and then, of course we've got the different inlays there. We've got the diamond,
F-holes.
full diamond, and then the vines, I guess, lack of better terms.
They almost look like an F-hole, but yeah, they're viney, aren't they?
Yep. And so this is a Heritage Custom. Is the model of it, and it would be
Would
about
that been a Memphis-made guitar?
No, this would have been Kalamazoo.
Oh, Kalamazoo.
Yeah, but in 1974, Kalamazoo was the only place manufacturing Gibson guitars, whether it was acoustics.
They didn't have the Memphis shop yet.
No.
Mm.
Memphis didn't come online until sometime in the 80s,
Gotcha.
80s or 90s.
So this is old school, real deal OG
This is-
Gibson,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah, this is OG Michigan made. Absolutely.
Where did you
Just,
find that one?
Dane had it. Zim's
okay.
Guitars.
Yeah.
And I went in a couple weeks ago, and I was hanging out, and one of the guys said, "Hey, you ought to check that. You got to check that Gibson out." And I'm like, "Gibson? What Gibson?" I look, and he had it behind the counter, and I'm like, "Okay, I'll check it out." And I pick it up and I strum a chord, and I'm like, "Holy shit! This thing is stupid loud." Right? I mean, that was just playing with the finger. And I mean, I'm not even digging into it. And the microphone's way up here, and the guitar's way down here. So, yeah, and it's got that just that really nice balance. You've got a really good low end, and you got a really good high end, and the mids just sit right in there, nice and pretty. And it's got volume. It's just
Sounds
a cannon.
great. Sounds great.
It's just an absolute cannon. And
I've
yeah,
been in Zim's before. He only keeps all the good stuff behind the counter. If
well, you know, Dane has a new shop. You haven't been to the new shop.
Oh, he's got a new shop?
He's got a new shop, and his new shop is probably twice the size, maybe maybe a little more than twice the size of his old
Wow.
shop.
Wow.
Is it close to the old one?
Yeah, it's only about a mile down the road from the other shop, mile and some change, and yeah, it's a cool shop, man. He's got some cool. Right now he's got a D Martini in there,
Right.
signature, and he's got my BFG as well.
You had the Warren Ebony one, right?
Yeah, the 2018, the P90. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's got that one right now, and so you walk in and the wall to the right is where most of the guitars are, and it's is it 3 high, and it goes almost the entire length of the store.
It's like a Guitar Center, man.
Yeah, he basically.
Wow.
I tell you what,
No
he's
kidding.
got more guitars in there than the Mesa Guitar Center had when
Wow.
we went to the Mesa Guitar Center.
That's crazy.
I agree, Janice. Moving's the worst, and then having to move a whole store of guitars, man,
Yeah.
and amps. Yeah, try not to tear stuff up.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do
Good
that.
for him, man.
Yeah. So so anyway, I was in there Monday, yeah, because I had Monday off, and it was still in there, and I said, yeah, I picked it up and I was playing it, and I finally said, so Dane, what's it gonna take, man? What's it gonna take?
Pry it out from behind the counter.
And
I
now
heard
you
you
got
talking
to pry it out of my cold dead hands.
I heard you mention that. I heard you mention that guitar a couple of times in the chats, and it's like, okay, it's just a matter of time. Now.
Just a matter of time, or unless somebody saves you and buys it before you get back up there.
That would have been the only saving grace, man.
That's
Somebody
what happened to me the other day. That white Gretsch, I messaged you guys. This guy
Yeah.
sent me the reverse $150 off offer on Reverb. Yeah, he sent it to everybody that was watching it, not just me, obviously. And somebody
Right.
jumped on that right off the bat. So that saved me. I got up the next morning. I was like, oh, cool. I don't have to buy that Gretsch.
Yeah, you don't have
You might
to.
have a problem. You might have
Yeah.
a problem.
I got a reverse offer. Somebody put up a brand new Alpine White Custom,
Oh, nice.
and
Oh, yeah.
they sent me a reverse offer for $4,200.
Oh, see, that's close to almost what I stole mine for.
I know, right? And I'm like, I really don't have $4,200 to spend right now.
Mine's only like 6 weeks old still.
Yeah,
It's just a baby. It's not even out of diapers yet.
no. And somebody must have accepted his offer really quick because I went to look at it again, and because I was doing some quick math. I'm like, yeah, I could do this and this. I could make it happen. But,
That's the math I was doing when I was looking at
like I could make it happen, but
I could sell some plasma.
What can I tell?
yeah.
What can I sell? My children, I could sell them. I'm looking for the, I think it's at ZZ Sounds or AMS. I forget. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's either both of them. I think both of them have, but I think Sounds.
Oh, here it is. It's Music Zoo. No, that ain't it.
No,
That's not it. I'm gonna have to find it. I'll find it. Keep talking.
it's I believe it's Sounds.
Yeah, it's
Or
one or
Z
the
Sounds.
it's one or the other of them. Z Sounds.
They're the same company.
Yeah, there's just two different.
Both of them should have it. But
Right.
yeah, I know exactly which one you're.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I found it. I'll share it. So this is the one I was actually looking at. Dave's looked at it too before I ended up with the one I got. Oh, why is it
I
not
would
showing
jump
up?
on that one.
Oh, Chrome
I mean,
tab.
really and
That's
truthfully.
why. Yeah, because even straight up, well, first off, it's got custom buckers.
Yep,
So
that's
that
why.
that instead of see, mine's got the 498T and the 498R, which I like because I've already got custom buckers in a guitar, so I don't need to. So I like having it different, and I like the way they sound. But you can see it's kind of the off-white instead of the alpine
Oh,
white.
yeah.
It's VOS. The only thing that is a drawback, and if it even matters to you, is it's rosewood instead of ebony.
Ah,
It's a Bolivian
Which-
rosewood.
Yeah, normally you would get ebony on a
Ebony,
custom, right, or rich light depending on the era. But right now you would get ebony, and these are rosewood. So, but they're also $42.99 instead of $46.99. They're actually cheaper than the non VOS
Yep.
white custom without the custom buckers in it. So
Right.
Wow.
it's not a bad deal as far as $4,300 goes.
Yeah, no, that's still a lot of money though.
Yeah, for me and
Still a
Hack,
lot.
that's like $8,000.
Yeah.
Right, that's like $8,000.
Or like 80 grand.
Well, you already got. Don't you have a black custom
Oh, yeah.
already? Yeah, you already got
I'm
one.
okay with customs. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that.
Did you buy yours new or did you pick it up?
Nope,
Pick it up
it's
pre-owned.
2013. I bought it 2 years ago at Christmas. I bought it from a guy in Montreal.
Oh,
Here.
good for you, because you didn't pay the drive off the lot money.
I bought it from the same guy that sold Hack his
I think so.
RO.
It's the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Wow, you guys have to get your guitars back together and like, hey, I know you, so they can have a reunion.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got a good deal on that one, so I swiped it up. It's a great guitar. I love the customs. They play so nice.
Janice says she's using the Dan Electro. So if you guys, probably most
yeah,
of
I
you guys
saw
know the
that.
story, the Dan Electro. So I was given a Dan Electro NOS, what is it, 59,
Yeah.
56, I can't remember, and by Philip McKnight. And
I
then
remember that.
I passed it on to Janice with the caveat that if she ever decides to let it go, she has to either give it to another Philip McKnight patron or longtime viewer or something like that, or back to me, and I'll do that.
Oh,
So
right
one
on.
or the other. But I don't think that's going to happen because I think she's bonded.
She likes it.
She's bonded with it, yeah, which is great because it's getting played out, and that was the point. I was like, I'd rather somebody have it that's going to play it because it's not really my style guitar, and she's
Right.
going to go gig with the thing. So
Yeah.
what the heck? So it was worth it.
Very cool.
Yeah. So Guitar Hack, you have a new guitar. I see it sitting back there.
Yeah.
Why don't you show us that Paul Reed Smith furniture?
Dave's
The
favorite.
furniture behind you.
Dave's favorite. Dave's favorite.
Yeah. Dave's favorite.
Oops, I just removed him. I meant to blow him up. Oops.
Coming, Bryan.
Paul Reed Smith. Paul Reed
Yeah.
Smith just called. He wants his guitar back. Now, see, does that not look purple? I swear to God, that's purple.
Looks blue.
On camera, it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
but you
on
get
camera, it
the
looks blue.
light. You're getting the light off the screen. And like,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But really, it's gray and black.
gray black. So.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
color.
Oh, heck, you switched to a hot green Dava pick.
Yeah, well, they're almost like the reds, so they're close.
I haven't seen the hot green.
And then the back is just straight black bolt on.
Is it
Solid-
see-through? See-through
Huh?
black?
No,
on the
just
back?
solid black.
No,
solid.
it's okay.
Solid-
And then the rosewood fretboard. I got the birds. They're not abalone birds though, because this is the budget guitar.
Their mother of toilet
They're
seat birds.
The mother of toilet seat birds, yes.
So they're not. Yeah, they're not the abalone or Mother Pearl. But yeah, I mean, I've been playing the shit out of it, and I was gonna take it. We did some recording this week. I was gonna take it to rehearsal and record, but the bridge is floating. So just before we went on, I did a very technical and expensive trem blocking. I grabbed a bunch of change, wrapped some electrical tape around it, and now the bridge is blocked. And just before we went on, I tuned it down E flat. Now it holds tune in E flat.
You know, they make a specific little cool brass part for that.
They make a lot of them, but every one that they make involves drilling into the guitar.
Oh.
And I don't want to drill. I don't want to put any holes in it. And that was just the simplest thing. There's something called a Tremel No, which you got to replace the front claw. And I've been reading up on it, and apparently the claw that they sell doesn't match the existing claws, which means you got to make another hole in the cavity, and I don't want to do that. So I just use change. So
It's called crank the spring, crank the claw in, and it floats no more.
well, yeah, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to mess with anything because
You're not gonna mess with any. You're not gonna mess anything up. Just crank them in. Crank the
the end.
screws.
Well, or if it came with like it has 3 springs. If it had a 4th spring, it didn't come with a 4th spring because even the SC had an extra spring if you wanted to pop it in. This one doesn't. But
No
anyway.
extra spring and a gear bag. What a ripoff.
You see the gig bag
What a
right there.
bargain.
There's
What a bargain.
well, this is the budget. But
It's the budget American-made guitar. Well, actually, it's not. It's just their only bolt-on, except for the John Mayer and now the new Fiore for that.
But the story with this is like 3 years ago, I actually had one ordered and it was brought to a store. And while I was waiting for the order to come in, my brother has one. He's got the one with the whale blue, which is another very popular color.
Mm-hmm.
So I had his for a week, and I played the shit out of it. He had 10s on it, though, so it was a little bit of a struggle for me. But anyways, I played it for the week. At that time, I was playing 3 different bands. I took you to 3 different rehearsals. All the guys, like all 3 bands, like, what the fuck? That thing sounds amazing. It's like, yeah, it sounds great. But for whatever reason, in the 11th hour, when I decided I'm not doing it, I went back to the store and I said, sorry, I don't want the guitar or whatever. So that was like 3 years ago. But, like anything else, right? If you're that close, it never goes away. It just kind of goes further back in your head, but it's always there. And then I was just looking around. I've been searching on, used sites for PRS CEs and different stores that carry them, and maybe they had. So I just did a search on this one store that's about an hour north of me, and not only did they have the CE, but they had this color, because this actually is my favorite color for this guitar. And then the best part about it was $400 cheaper, right? So I'm like, why? Because what happened was a guy bought this and like from that store and took it back like almost right away, because he couldn't figure out the pickup splitting, which is so complicated. It involves doing this. Okay, did you see that? Okay.
Wow, wow, man! You got to have a manual. He didn't read the manual, obviously.
So anyway, so I look at it, and there's like an 1/8 of an inch little white speck right there, which I'm only seeing it now for the first time because I'm looking for it. So that little speck and that guy bringing it back, $400 off. So I'm like, oh, man, where am I going to get? First of all, if I order a PRS this color, I'm going to pay full price and I'm going to wait months for it. And they had one there, So I went there once, tried it. I was in a bit of a rush. I went back the next week. This is the piss off part of it. So I went back the next week. I took my Ernie Ball Music Band and I took my HX effects. I figure I'll trade this stuff in and I'll pay the difference, which shouldn't have been more than $500. So I went back with the HX effects and the thing, and they lowballed me so bad. And this is what kills me. I'm hearing them like talking about it beforehand, and they had no clue what to do with the Ernie Ball. I'm like, you guys work in guitars, right? Like, this is what you do? It's like these guys were clueless, eh? So anyway, so the kid's talking to the manager, and the manager's telling him this, that, and the other thing, whatever. And then I'm dealing with the kid. And then the kid's like, well, I'll give you like $1,000 for the Music Man, and I'll give you $300 for the HX effects. I'm like, are you fucking for real? And then I'm trying to deal with the kid, but the kid can't make any decisions. Only the manager can. I'm like, why am I even talking to you?
Sounds like you're buying a used car.
Yeah, why am I even talking to you? Like, anyway, long story short, and then here's the kicker. So while I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever, this other little shit sitting there, I was like, you don't buy that guitar, Friday's payday, and I'm gonna pick it up. I'm like, I looked at the kid. I'm like, are you fucking for real? Like, I did my exact words. Fuck, I'm pissed off at this point. I go, are you fucking for real? I go, that's the cheesiest salesman tactic I've ever heard. So anyways, screw them. I walked out. I was pissed off. But then I thought, where am I going to find this for $400 less and get it right away? Nowhere.
Yeah. Have it today.
So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll sell this shit on my own. And I just had them ship it to me because I didn't pay for shipping. So they shipped it. So the store, I don't recommend. but the guitar I loved, so I bought it despite the store. But anyway, but
Yeah, we needed Don to help you negotiate that deal.
Yeah, for real.
But you know what? I've already sold the HX effects for not 300, but 450. And I had another guy, contact me today about the Ernie Ball, and the Ernie Ball I'm asking 1900 for it. So
Terry wants to know. Terry Himes wants to know, Hack, compared to your old SE with Glenn's pickups in it, what makes you like the CE better? What's the difference for you?
first of all, the feel of the guitar is way better. It feels better, you know, when you're playing it. The frets, the whole vibe of the guitar, it's another level. Number one, right? Number two, the 8515 pickups that are in this guitar are the reason why I bought it. I love these pickups. They sound phenomenal, you know. And Glenn's pickups sounded good, but Glenn's pickups, I had them in such a way that they didn't split or any of that, right? So Glenn's pickups sounded great, don't get me wrong, but these, and the guitar as a whole is just better.
Are those the LT pickups, the low what they call the low turn?
I don't know if they're low turn. They're called 8515s.
They'll have a little LT after the 15 on there if they are. I think those are those hot.
I don't know.
Oh, you wouldn't have them because you don't have covers. You wouldn't have the LT on yours. It's only on the ones with covers. They have engraved in the bottom little corner, 5815 LT.
Oh, this thing sounds phenomenal. I mean, I can't wait to take it. Now that I've got the trem blocked, I can take it. I can tune it down E flat. There's one song that we do that we're already in E flat, and I got to tune the low E down to so that would be like C sharp, right? So, but I actually tried that just before we went on, and it's fine. So, and it holds tune, and everything's cool. So, yeah.
Seriously, man, though, either find an extra spring, or just wind your claw in and pull it down, and take your block out. Because if that pops loose, it's going to cause things to go really squirrely.
In the middle of the show?
Yeah.
If you're playing it in a gig?
All joking aside, if you're planning on playing it, or if you're playing that in a gig, and anything happens, your block can pop loose, and if that happens, man, you're going to go way out of tune.
Hey, there's Don.
It's happened.
Run those screws in until it pulls that bridge down, pulls it flat down against the body.
Don's joined us now. His ears must have been burning. So,
hey, Don, how's it going?
Hey, Don.
Well, what about you, Bryan? I know you've been chasing the elusive Strat style guitar. You had one, you couldn't bond with it. It went back.
Yeah.
Any updates on that hunt?
No, actually, after that, I kind of just gave it a break as far as looking for a Strat style guitar of that nature. I kind of know what will work for me because I had one and I sold it. Was a Friedman.
The Friedman, what they call it, Classic S. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen a few. There's a couple at Cosmo Music Store, which is in Ontario, where I used to go all the time. So I could pick one up, unless they sell it fairly quick. But I'm not in need of that right now. Like, there's other things, like I bought that amp instead of putting that money towards the guitar, and so there's little things that I'm getting in ahead of that because I'm not really in need of a guitar at this point. All my guitars are suiting me for what I need at this point. So, and
if you guys missed it, Bryan recently got a new Marshall amplifier.
Yeah, it's back there. It's hard to see, but
it's the Studio JCM 800 version, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I really like it.
Have you used the DI out on that?
No. What I do is I basically, if I do any recording with it, I mic my cabinet. I've got a Mesa 212 cab there with vintage 30s, and I go through a power station, a Fryette power station, because I don't care what anybody says. Those Marshalls, if they're not at a certain volume, you're not getting the tone that you're buying that Marshall for. And at that volume in a house, good luck.
You can't stand to be in the same room.
Good luck. It doesn't work. So having that Fryette power station saves all that, because it doesn't color your tone, and you can set your amp like you want it, put your master at 7, put your preamp at 7, whatever, and then with the Fryette you just adjust it and it sounds amazing.
I'd be interested to see what it sounds like on the DI. On the DI side.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I've heard a lot of people that have used it and they don't like it. It's not.
Okay.
It's not a great like
Yeah.
emulation or whatever they call out of it.
If it's anything like the line out on my DSL, it's unusable.
Yeah.
It's garbage. By the way,
like I said, I
Bryan,
haven't used it though.
Brian, I'm going to Cosmo on Friday. Do you want me to tell him hi for
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Oh, are you?
Tell them I'm still alive and I am looking at their site once in a while.
Oh yeah, we forgot. We should show that too, Dave. Before we go on, let's show your other new leak because that's within the last 4 weeks or so too, right?
Yeah. Last couple of weeks. And no, it's not blue. It's turquoise.
Dave's
Really?
been on. He's been acting like me here. He's been on a big buying binge here lately.
Yeah.
That's a pretty color. It looks
Yeah, it
awful
looks
blue.
very-
I gotta
It
say,
looks
man,
very
it
blue,
looks
but
blue.
The camera's just not picking up the yellow in it, and it's actually very, very turquoise. It's not blue, but this is the 2657T Gretsch. So this is the Guitar Center exclusive semi-hollow center block.
With the Bigsby.
That thing probably weighs nothing.
It's got a little bit of weight. It's not Les Paul heavy.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe
It's-
less Strat, less than a Strat.
little less than an average.
4.5
average
pounds.
Strat. No, it's probably six and a half.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's
I forget.
it's a fun little guitar, man, and these Broadtrons that they put in there, they
They do the TV Jones thing perfect, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They
I
really
forget
do.
what's the fretboard material.
Indian
I know it's
laurel.
that's what it Laurel. That's what I was
Indian
thinking
laurel,
of.
Yeah, and this one's made in Indonesia, so most of the semi hollows are made in Indonesia. So
Right. Yeah. The solid bodies are still
Yeah.
Chinese.
very cool little guitar.
Yeah, and you peeled off your plastic off your tortoise shell yet.
No,
Oh, yeah?
I haven't even pulled off the plastic.
Still there.
Yep.
It's working its way off.
That means he's
Yeah.
taking it back.
He's undecided and peeled the plastic yet.
Yeah. Well, I have Guitar Center, man. I have 45 days.
Yeah.
When I get you know what? The first thing I do is peel that plastic, man. I can't
Well,
stand the
I
plastic.
did off the pickups. The pickups had the plastic.
yeah,
I
you gotta do
peeled
that.
that off because that's
Yeah.
pickup.
Doesn't that piss you off when you peel the plastic and it gets stuck around the little
Yes.
screws? And then you
Yeah.
got to undo the little
Yes.
screw, get some
Yes.
tweezers, and it's like, come on.
So,
Yes.
so Dave, when you peeled off the plastic off the pickups, did the tone get clearer?
I didn't notice that much difference, to be
It
honest.
got more
with you.
opaque because it had clear plastic on it.
Yeah.
Tone plastic, you know what I'm saying?
It was tone plastic.
Tone plastic.
Re-
Yeah.
It
No, I didn't
reflects the signal back, and then you get a nice reverberation.
That's right.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
No, I didn't honestly notice much difference, but I can't. I just can't have plastic
No,
covering,
not on your
covering
pickup.
the tops of my pickups. That's
BB
kinda-
Made says we're all terrible influences on one another, more or less.
Did
Right.
Don get an SG yet? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, Don, did you get your SG yet?
Well, I wish if Don isn't going to pick it up that he would call them because they keep bothering him.
They're holding it for him, and they keep calling Hack up, and they're like, "Is Don gonna come get this SG or not?"
Damn thing up, man. I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't know.
Well, I got my SG. It's
There you
been in a
go.
video, but nobody's seen it up close.
That's
Look
awesome.
at my nice top.
Nice.
It's not overly figured, but it almost looks like it's not, but it almost looks like one piece, doesn't it?
Almost.
It's awesome.
And I like the color. You can see the seam back here on the back,
Yeah.
barely, but you can tell where it is. But I like the color because it's almost like a faded cherry. It actually looks more red here than it.
Yeah, mine's a little darker than that.
Yeah, yours is a little darker. Mine's a little bit faded out. Oh, it still smells good.
I like the brighter cherry.
So light.
Go side by side with me,
Okay.
and we'll see. I don't know if maybe the light is going to make this look lighter. Does that look darker than?
Oh yeah, it's definitely darker.
Well, yeah, yours is darker probably. Although mine's making the light. My lighting's making it more red than it appears
Right.
in real
And
life.
Hack's a little bit like more of a brown,
But
I guess.
I bet
Yeah,
mine's the
Hax is
lightest.
browner. Yours is definitely lighter.
Mine's
Does
the
yours have
lightest.
ebony? Does yours have
No.
ebony on it? Oh, it's just darker rosewood
It's very
strip
dark
there.
rosewood.
Mine is
Yeah.
definitely red. The camera's, but I could see I got a lot more wood grain coming through on mine though.
You can see a lot of wood grain in this one.
Yeah, I got the fine kind of grain, almost pixelated grain. But
The chat's looking at us like we're a bunch of.
well, there you go. It's showing their SGs. Put your damn SGs away. But I do like the 61 these 61
Yeah,
pickups, man.
I do
They're-
too. I love
they
them.
sound just like they ought to.
I play that guitar every day. It's insane.
I've been playing a lot too because it's light and it replaced my S2, which was my pickup lightweight grab guitar
Yep.
that I would grab to learn stuff on. This has kind of replaced that now.
I got
So-
57s in this, and I've had 57s in a Les Paul. Wasn't crazy about it, but in this, they're magic.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
got
I've
57s in that hollow body back there, and man, they're perfect for that.
You know what I like about this guitar? I've done a shit ton of shows on it. This thing is fucking bulletproof. Like
Mhm.
it never fails me. It's just this stupid simple. Does
Yeah.
everything.
G-string stays in tune good.
Solid guitar,
Everything
man.
stays in tune. I can do the drop D, no problem. I can keep it in E flat, and it sounds awesome. Like
Mhm.
like it's plug and play. It's really
Yep.
I mention that to my wife all the time. That
Guitars are cheaper than
hey,
Ferraris
them new
and
Corvettes are 75 grand. You know,
Price an F-150 is 75 grand.
I'm
Yeah,
driving.
right.
I'm driving a 6-year-old pickup truck that's
Yeah.
almost paid off, man. So
Yeah.
I do have my little wind therapy device,
Yes.
but it actually cost about the same amount as my Les Paul cost. I paid as much for a guitar as I paid for a
Is
motorcycle.
that right? Yep.
Oh
on the
God.
bright side, though, the guitar won't depreciate like the
That's
motorcycle.
true.
will.
Yeah, probably not gonna get killed on the guitar.
No. Well, there has been one exception to that.
It could happen, but
It
the
could happen.
odds are lower.
Odds are much lower.
Well, speaking of new gear,
Oh, an unboxing.
we have an unboxing. So Bryan bought so many guitars at Guitar Center that he ended up with a big pile of Guitar Center bucks that usually have a expiration date on them. So they got cashed in on a pedal I more or less don't need. Let's unbox
That
it.
was the story of my Gretsch.
Let's
By the way.
let's. Oh, you cashed in pedals or cashed in stuff on something you didn't need?
Yeah.
Dave,
So
you
let's-
don't like wah pedals, do you?
No.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
Can you send me one? My Helix wah pedal broke.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Now I gotta
Get a-
find
get a little
expression
crybaby
pedal,
pop.
or I'll just buy a crybaby or something.
A mini. Get the minis. The minis are cool.
Yeah. I gotta go look at them.
I got one for a long time. Bulletproof.
Yeah.
What is
All right,
that?
what you got there?
Beatronics.
Beatronics.
Okay.
Beatronics. It's the Fat B. Fat
What is
B.
it?
It's an overdrive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beatronic
Can't have enough
I mean-
overdrive.
can't have enough overdrive.
You would think with a name like Beatronics.
Jesus Christ, you gotta be smarter than the box. Jesus
it would be
Christ,
a
I don't think I'm gonna
fuzz
get this
pedal, right?
box open. You think it'd be a what?
Fuzz pedal. Have an
They
angry
do make a fuzz pedal. It's called the Hive or something like that. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Man, you got to tear this box apart to get it open. You got a lot of gold leaf on here. Oh my
Jeez.
God, there's all kinds of shit falling out. I got picks. Does it have a
Nice.
B on it?
Yep.
Mm,
Here you go.
yeah.
Looks like it has a B on it. You got a decal. Oh, we got What else did we get? Oh, we got like trading cards or something.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Stickers.
There
That dude.
These pedals actually look pretty cool, but I'm not quite sure why they have all the knobs on the back.
Oh,
So you don't accidentally kick them when you're.
That's
turning it
why.
on
So
and
when
off.
you're turning it off and on, you don't kick it.
yeah, but the
Right.
problem is that's gonna mess with the other
Your
pedals
board.
on the board.
It's
Yeah.
gonna. It has to be on the top row of my board.
Gotta be
I
on the
already,
top row, yeah,
I already
exactly.
determined that. Yeah, because I've got that double layer board.
What's
you got
nice
your-
though is it's angled.
And they don't even go to the trouble to label them because why would they? They're on the back. What would be the point?
Is it not
Can't see
labeled
it
on
here.
the faceplate?
Not labeled on the top.
It is. It's labeled on the very top.
Faceplate, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
so
middle
just
button?
flavor.
Flavor.
Yeah. Let me turn the light on so I can read them. They have weight, flavor, and honey.
Oh, three.
So
Well, it's B. It's B. See, it's
Yeah.
B.
Right.
So yeah, side jacks, power supply on the side. I wish they were, and then the knobs on the back. So, but it's a really small. It's actually a fairly small
Small
platform.
footprint, yeah.
Yeah, it's a small footprint. So this may or may not replace my analog alien bucket seat medium overdrive. They're going to get AB'd, which I might keep them both. I don't know. But anyway, there's my Guitar Center bucks. Use them or lose them. I had to find something, and this was something that I'd looked at before that I thought I might like. So yeah, probably be a little video on that. We'll get a listen to it, see what it sounds like. Maybe I'll do a AB with the other medium overdrive pedal. And
You ever
Good
You
video.
ever- you ever try stacking your overdrives, Bryan?
I have this new clonish type pedal that's top secret that I can't talk about, and I've been using that. Well, I can't tell you any more than that. I've been using that to like push my other drive.
Hasn't that been released?
Not yet. It's going to be released on July 30th, and I'm free to start talking about it about a week before that. So another week or so, then I can show it.
Okay.
He just Lawrence doesn't want to get 8 million people hitting him up until he's got enough and he knows how many he can make, and so he's in that process. So I have an early prototype. But yeah, I've been using that to drive some of my other overdrives, and that's really fun. And I like to use it in front of my 74 and my 87 too. It's just like a boost pedal or something, because those are like an amp in a box. It's just like running a pedal in front of your amp.
I redid my board a while back, and
Hey Dan.
I no longer have the 87 on my board. It's
Oh no.
board. LPD 87 is off my board.
Wow.
And what replaced it was I was stacking, and I couldn't believe how, because sometimes if you get the right pedals, the right mixture, they actually sound really good.
Sound terrific, yeah.
So I have the K-Line Pure Sky, which I've been talking about forever. It's $40.
Yeah.
Chinese.
It's like a boost pedal though, right? Like a boost.
No, it's a light overdrive.
It's
Light
Timmy.
overdrive.
It's basically
It's
a
a
Timmy.
Timmy.
And I like
okay.
it better than the Timmy. Okay. Anyway,
There you go, man. Hey Jamal.
yeah. Anyway, so it's my light overdrive, and it's always set for light overdrive. And right behind it, I have the 74. And when I hit them both, that's my 87. So I don't need the 87. So I just
Gotcha.
leave the spot on my board. Yeah.
Are you
So
going to part with your 87? Or are you going to keep it just in case?
I don't know. I'm debating.
You have the OG one with the original case and graphics. Those actually are they're
Heck,
getting a premium on those right now.
Heck, I think you need to keep that one. Yeah. There's a reason why I think you need to keep that one. There is a special reason why you need to keep that one.
Where
Yeah.
it came from.
It's where
It
came
did
from.
that one came from Lawrence to Quentin to Hack, correct?
Yes.
That was part of the Quentin caster.
Yeah. The Gomer
The Gomer caster.
That's why
Yeah.
I say you need to keep that one.
This
Q must have took his happy pills because I haven't seen him in the chat.
If you crack the case on that, it's
Special stuff.
yeah.
and this prompted me, and I still kick myself because it kind of backfired, but I paid it forward. And because of that, I no longer own a Lost Dutchman.
Yeah.
Still had.
Yeah. And the Lost Dutchman had one of the coolest cases of all the
red,
LPD, the red and the black, and they had real gold on there. Yeah, real gold leaf on it. That was a sharp looking pedal. I sold you that one. So I passed it on, and then you passed it on. Now neither one of us have it.
Yeah. And this one here, this is the.
That's your new pedal, right?
Tony Iommi. So I got this.
Oh,
and
I didn't meant to do you.
No worries. I got this, and this is for tone shaping. This is amazing. I mean, you can, but this is, you throw this in front of an amp that's already a little bit gainy, right, and then you put this in front, and you can get your 70s rock tones, like your, think Black Sabbath. 70s Sabbath, think Judas Priest, 70s Judas Priest, all that is in here. But I was using it originally. I would put it, because I had this on my board. I just took it off. I was using this for a lead boost. Not so good as a lead boost, but
good for pushing your amp a little bit over the top,
for
though.
Pushing the amp. So for what I do in the bands, this is not a good fit, but it doesn't mean it's a bad pedal. I just don't really have a need for it on my board, But this is really, really cool, really, really cool.
That's the signature. That's Tony Iommi signature pedal on there, right?
What kills me? This is British made, and I ordered this from a place here in Canada, and this is $200 for a UK made pedal like that.
That's not bad.
And check out what it came in.
I have a Tony Iommi in a box pedal, but mine's a little bit different. Yeah, his is the Dallas Rangemaster.
Right.
And mine's the preamp and the Dallas Rangemaster kind of combined.
It comes in a frickin' tin.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at that. That's how it comes, right? Like in there.
That's really nice case.
Better
than a just cardboard box.
Nice packaging.
Metal case.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very cool. But I got to do like a separate board because I got all these pedals that I don't use. What replaced this? If anybody's looking for, and I don't get any money for this, but I'm just telling you because it's the truth.
Hey, Sean.
If anybody's looking for like the best tube screamer type overdrive that blows a tube screamer away for a lead boost pedal, you got to get TL Pedals Canada, the TL 808. That's back on my board. I took this off. I put that back on. It's fucking amazing.
It's you talk about your gig board, right? Your gigging board.
My gig board. So like, it's got a little switch on it. You can go if you want to use it for a really nice crunch. It does that. If you want to use just a crunch pedal. If you want to use it for like as a tube screamer, it does that. And if you want to use it as a clean boost, it does that. It's like 3 pedals in one. And if you buy with US money, it's like $1.95. So for us, it's like a couple $100, but for you guys, it's nothing. Anyway, it's a great pedal. It's back on my board. Have
you investigated any other of their pedals in their lineup that interest you, or is there anything else they make you think's cool?
The only other one that he makes a Klon type pedal.
Okay.
And he also makes another one that I was interested in called the Honker.
Just hold off on that Klon pedal for another couple weeks till there's another one that drops.
Yeah, I don't know. That one will cost me an arm and a leg. I don't know.
Actually, it's not that much. I think it's going to be in the 185. That's US.
Oh, that's like $400.
So that's like $450. So basically, you got to get plasma.
and then throw shipping on top of that.
And customs.
And customs will ring you for something.
Yeah.
And then you got to worry about the guy at Canadian Customs that takes it home for a week and demos it before he delivers it.
Like there was
Puts it
a
on his YouTube channel.
Yeah. You know, there's somebody. There's a UPS guy somewhere with a YouTube channel, man.
That's awesome.
He's reviewing all the latest stuff. New Sony TVs, no cell phones. Oh man!
The only way I got around that was I wanted.
Nope.
No. Okay.
No. We don't.
Not saying.
That's like Fight Club, man.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
That's rule number one of Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Well, we do have a couple of shall we say it's kind of a bit, sort of a bit, not an entire bit. There's not really an entire bit. There is the opening to a bit and then something that we probably need to look at. So
Here we go.
just when you thought you were never going to hear the Happy Time Strat theme song again. So today I was looking at the reverb, which I tend to do sometimes for hours on end. And I ran across this today. This is the Louis Vuitton 2004 Louis Vuitton one of a kind Post Malone Telecaster for your if you got the shoes and the bag, you need the guitar, right?
Yeah.
That's
What do you
not
think?
even- is that a Strat shape? Like a real? That kind of looks a little different than a typical Strat, and definitely the knobs are different. Pickups are different.
It's got TV Jones real deal pickups. Looks like they stole the pickup rings off of Gretsch. I think it's just the extra so stitching for binding.
Yeah.
Got the Fender logo there. Got the vinyl covered covers, cavity covers. Yeah. Completely
That's
hand wrapped, as you can tell. Hand stitched. Just like you would get on your bag. Your nice comes with the strap even.
Oh wow, they threw in a strap. Nice.
And like a little luggage label thingy. Because, get a nice case. You get Rudy's Music, New York City. That's a famous shop.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, sucker, you just paid an arm and a leg for this guitar. Congratulations.
So here's your letter on letterhead. Here's the guy playing it.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the same one because he's got a different case.
Yeah.
So there you go, gang. And they're only asking. I mean, they've marked it down.
Yeah,
it's
that's
marked
pretty-
down. It's marked down. It's only $16,000 now.
It's a
Great.
steal.
So yeah, they're just practically giving it away.
Yeah.
So it's in Greece, so there might be some customs fees. Mitch says I'll trade in 2 cars for it.
Yeah.
So now notice it doesn't say it. It says it's a Stratocaster, one of a kind Post Malone Telecaster sibling. So there must be a Telecaster.
Oh, the picture was that guy playing playing.
Oh, that's what it was. I
Yeah,
see. He had the brother or the
Yeah.
sister guitar.
Yep.
I got you.
So this
So-
must be a signature model because that's not a Strat. It's got different pickups. It's even the shape looks a little bit off.
Yeah,
Well,
Post
when-
Malone is a musician, is he not?
Yeah, he puts
Or
tattoos
singer.
on his face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
He'll look great when he's 80.
I mean, it's a Strat. It just looks. I think it just looks weird with the leather wrap on it.
Mrs. Smith should be playing that, Jesse says. You're right. In the wall competition.
That
Yeah.
is not this. Is that the same shape as this?
Same shape. It just looks. The contours aren't as pronounced on that
Because it's got the wrap.
Yeah.
And then it's got the leather stitching around it, which makes it look bigger. It looks the body looks enlarged.
This top horn for me. This one here looks a little different.
Well, again, it's the stitch. It's the stitch.
It's because it's wrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows how thick that leather is?
Go back to the picture where you said the guy's playing it, and that guy's playing the telly.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got the telly.
You can see that it doesn't. It looks sort of telly-ish, but it doesn't look like extremely telly-ish. It looks wider and fatter.
Yeah.
And has he
because of the wrap?
Is he using the TV Jones pickups on that one too? I can't
No,
tell.
this one looks like it has actual telly pickups on it. At least in the neck pickup. Yeah. I can't tell if it's a humbucker or a single coil because he's got his hand over it. But so if you like Louis Vuitton or your lady friend likes Louis Vuitton, so there you go. Happy Time Strat for 16 grand there, ladies and gentlemen.
I have to agree with BB Main. Abomination.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No.
The player series.
I'll just wait until somebody makes a knockoff Louis Vuitton.
Right. Chinese Louis Vuitton ripoff.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I guarantee you, there's some guy in China working on that right now.
Probably.
Definitely working on it right now. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys got anything else for tonight? We've been at this for an hour.
Not really.
Guitar Hack's ready to go play his guitar.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of requests for a certain celebrity that used to appear on our previous program known as the Live Wires. And I talked to him earlier today. He's like, the bike's in the shop, so there's nothing I can really do for you right now, but you have my permission if you want to go back and do like a rewind on some of my previous art. So I don't know, you guys interested in any of that before we send this out? So some of you may be aware that I've kind of got some ties with this guy named Evel Knievel, and he did some jumps for us back on the old show, jumped some gear. And anyway, we thought maybe we'd do a quick rewind for those of you that have been asking for more Evel. This is not new, but this would be Evel's first jump from, I guess, what? Now it's like, what, 2019?
Yeah, about a year. Well, about a year ago, or a little over a year ago, I guess now.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Evel Jumps Gear Reboot 2.0, Evel's first Jumps Gear.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, before the jump, let's hear from the king of the stuntman himself, Evel Knievel. Evel, we see here you're going to attempt a jump over 5 guitar pedals today. Have you ever attempted a jump like this before? Well, no, I have not. About 18 months ago, I tried to jump over 4 pedals. Came up a little short on that one. Broke every bone in my body. Had 47 compound fractures. But I've healed up from that now. Bike's running great. And we're going to make this jump today. All right, Evel, thanks a lot, and good luck. And now we get a bird's eye view as Evel overlooks his destiny.
And he'll go. It's a perfect jump for Evel. Let's check out the slow motion instant replay. As you can see, he hits the ramp almost dead center. Wind takes him a little bit to the left, but a perfect landing. Here's the super slow-mo from ground level. Fantastic jump, Evel. Congratulations. We'll be back next week with more Evil Jumps Gear. So,
Awesome.
you know, takes you back, the memories. As you can tell, this was shot back in the 70s. The technology was a little bit low budget. It was a low rent operation. As they progress, they get more and more complex, more camera angles. We brought in wildlife and helicopters.
Yeah.
Mark Tanner's like, how bored were we? That we thought that was funny.
Yeah, right.
Entirely too much time on our hands in 2019 and 2020. For sure. All right, boys and girls, that's an hour. You guys got anything left? Anything you want to sign off with?
Typical tagline: "Be good or be good at it." If you can't
There you go.
Be good at it.
Next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will have a live show. I got Martin Popoff and Pete Pardo coming on, and we're doing a ranking of the albums from the band Extreme. So it's an extreme show. Check it out next Tuesday
Okay.
at 9 p.m. At 7 p.m. next Tuesday.
Oh, you're going early on the 7 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Bryan,
that's-
how about you? You've been off the tubes for a while, taking a little bit of a summer break. Do you have a Monday show in the back of your mind coming up, or what's your schedule like?
Yeah, so the plan is that work got so busy in the last couple of months that there was too much going on with everything here, so I just decided to take the summer and just not do any live shows, like scheduled live shows. Like once in a while I might pop in here and do whatever, like tonight, or do my own show on a off night or whatever when I have some time, and then in the fall just reevaluate it and see exactly what I want to do as far as a scheduled show again. So it's always like I don't want to do something that everybody else is doing or a lot of people are already doing, because I don't feel I'm creating any type of value for anybody that way. It's just you're doing the same thing over and over. So I'm trying to think of a new angle or something that would, be a little different. So, but it takes time. As you guys know well, you've produced your Live Wire show and you've done a lot of stuff. And to put a show together that is kind of structured a little bit differently, it takes, a lot of time. So just weighing all that out. And then is there an audience for it? Really? Like if it's not really, I don't know, like if it's not really creating value for anybody, it's just like a hangout, that's fine. But, I'd like to do something a little bit more substantial, but it's just the time, man. It's like work has just been crazy since, and I figured when I moved here, working remotely, that it would be a little bit, less of it, and it doubled my workflow. It's insane. Like it just doubled everything. It's crazy. I appreciate it because I still have that job and I'm able to live in New Brunswick where, I love living, as it's not in Toronto. So very thankful, but I have to make sure that I can meet all the requirements for the job because they've given me the opportunity to work here and not there. So you feel kind of obligated to do whatever you can for whatever request comes your way.
And they feel free to pile more on because you're not there to say no.
I know, right? So kind of like there's a two-edged sword.
Catch 22 on that one, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
that's a shining layer or top side of the dark COVID cloud for you, Bryan, is you've got to move to some out in the woods and play with your toys and still keep your job and not have to drive through the traffic to work every day.
Absolutely,
and you can work in your jammies if you want to.
I just come downstairs, load up the programs that I work with, and off and running. And I'm like, the thing is, I'm so close to my family, like my mom and everybody. I would see my mom like 1 week a year. That's for 30 years. That's what I did. So now I can just go down the street and see her, or she can come up and visit me. And same thing with my
have
wife.
lunch.
It's completely different. Like the life balance has just completely changed, and I wouldn't go back to the other way, even if it meant losing the job. I would probably just find something locally here and still do it that way. So I don't think I could go back to that.
That's awesome. It worked out for you that well. Yeah. Great. All right. So since Hack's got a show next week, we will probably not do this show. Well, not probably. There won't be a Guitar Planet next week. we'll wait till the next week that Hack's taking the week off, and then we'll try to do it again, same time frame, 9 p.m. on Wednesday, and the co-host may rotate. These guys may have something they got to do, or they're not interested that particular Wednesday, and so on and so forth. So we've got lots of talent to pull from, and so we'll try to keep this thing going just as a little 4-person have fun chat, maybe a couple times a month or something like that. So appreciate you guys all tuning in tonight. That hour and 10 minutes went by pretty fast.
Yeah.
And I had a good time. Hope you guys did too. And
Awesome.
we'll be looking for you down the road the next time, right? And make sure you check out Guitar Hack next Tuesday, 7 p.m. on his channel. They're good doing an extreme with some Nuno, baby.
Nuno. Talking Nuno.
Nuno. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Catch you next time.
See you
Later.
guys.
Thanks.